Yeah, that's right. Michael Hetley. He started working for the Bellevue Police Department in 1994. And during his time here, he was involved in 2 deadly officer-involved shootings in less than a year. He was cleared in both cases. But tonight in Virginia, he is facing a second-degree murder charge. Michael Hetley, the NASA employee and former Bellevue police officer, is accused of shooting and killing a 24-year-old man in Fairfax County, Virginia on Tuesday.
It was literally pop, 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 really loud to where I thought it was actually right outside my door.
Maryland's Governor Larry Hogan sent his condolences. The victim, Specialist Javon Prather, previously served in the Maryland National Guard. Those who live nearby say Prather and Hetley were neighbors and over the years had been in an ongoing dispute about issues like noise complaints. Back in September of 2000, when Hetley worked for Bellevue Police, he and another officer exchanged gunfire with a bank robber, killing the suspect inside the Nordstrom in Bellevue. Less than 11 months later, Officer Hetley was involved in another deadly shooting. It happened in the parking lot of a Bellevue apartment complex. Hetley claimed he thought Nelson Martinez Mendez was reaching for a weapon, but it turned out to be a wallet. The family of Martinez Mendez filed a lawsuit. Their attorney explained why back in 2004.
They do believe it was discrimination. They're hoping to get justice.
Ultimately, Hetley was cleared and both officer-involved shootings were determined to be justified. Now, the former Bellevue police officer, charged with murder, is an inmate tonight. And more on Hetley's history. He was a Navy reservist and called to active duty in 2001. He officially resigned from the Bellevue Police Department in 2003. We are told that he was taken to jail last night and is being held without bond. Live in Bellevue, Natalie Swaby, King 5 News.